Alexia. Most people call me Lexi. I am currently 16 years old and I am a cancer survivor. When I heard that the Shawnee Foundation was going to be starting these vlog series, I got very interested and reached out to Boo Boo to be a part of it because I find these videos as a way to be an advocate for the Shawnee Foundation as well as for our own stories. My story starts on August 17th, 2000, which is the day I was born. And I was born a very healthy baby and everything was going well until the point of my 1 year mark. When I turned a year old, everyone started to realize that I was falling a lot and I had a lot of bruises. But they kind of put the two together that I was having bruises because I was falling a lot. I started to cry for what seemed like no reason. I had a lot of bumps on my body from nothing, and so my mom had a gut instinct and she took me to the doctor, and the first doctor that she took me to said that I was completely fine, there's nothing to worry about. She took me to about 3 other doctors and they all said the exact same thing. Then we finally got to one doctor, and the difference with him was that he drew my blood. And he came back into the room and said, "You need to get your daughter to a hospital immediately. She has cancer." From that point on, my life and my family's life changed forever. So I then got to the hospital and they immediately started my treatment. And they told my mom that if she brought me in a day later, then I would not have made it. My chemo was a lot more intense due to them finding a chromosome that made me more likely to relapse. From that point on, everything just started rushing in. The port, antibiotics, lumbar punctures, blood transfusions. I then switched to a PICC line, then a Hickman. I then kept going through treatment for about 2 more years. And on July 14th, 2004, also my mom's birthday, they said that I was cancer free and I am done with my treatment. When I was in the hospital, my nurse Beth told my mom about Camp Reach for the Sky. So immediately my mom signed me up for day camp, and she told me that I instantly fell in love with it and I immediately was hooked. So I have now been a camper for 12 years and I am still as in love with camp as I first was. Camp has definitely changed my life in the greatest way possible. Camp made me a lot more confident with my story and my scars because I never really understood them. But being at a camp with about 75 other kids or 100 other kids, you get to see that everyone has their own story and everyone has their own scars, and you should embrace your own. So that is my story for today. Thank you all for listening and watching, and I will see you all next month.